Assalamualaikum and good morning, children. How are you today? I hope you are fine. Let's get started with today's lesson. For today's lesson, we are going into language focus. We are going to learn be going to, affirmative, negative, and questions. We use be going to when we want to talk about future plans. Now let's take a look at the example. I'm going to go for a holiday next week. Here, the time phrase next week tells us about something that is going to happen in the future. So, we have to use future tense in the sentence. Now, let's learn how to form sentences using going to. First, let's take a look on how to form a be going to affirmative sentences. Look at the example. I am going to stay at home. He, she, it is going to go swimming. You, we, they are going to travel to London. We can also use contractions when we are speaking. I am going to becomes I'm going to. He is going to becomes he's going to. They are going to becomes they are going to. Now, let's form be going to negative sentences. With subject, be not going to, verb-based form. I am not going to stay at home. He, she, it is not going to go swimming. You, we, they are not going to travel to London. We can also use contractions when we are speaking. I am not going to becomes I'm not going to. He is not going to becomes he isn't going to. They are not going to becomes they aren't going to. Now, let's learn how to form yes-no questions using be going to, with be, subject, going to, and verb-based form. Am I going to stay at home? Is he, she, it going to go swimming? Are you, we, they going to travel to London? We can use short answers when we are answering yes-no questions. For example, yes, I am. No, I'm not. Yes, he, she, it is. No, he, she, he isn't. Yes, you, we, they are. No, you, we, they aren't. Now, let's learn how to form WH questions. We'll begin with WH word followed by be, subject, going to, and verb-based form. Take a look at the example. Why am I going to stay at home? Where is he, she, it going to go swimming? When are you, we, they going to travel to London? Now let's do some practice. Before we get started, please take out your textbook and turn to page 85. Now look at exercise 1. Look at the text again on page 84 and complete the examples. Then choose the correct words in rows 1 to 2. You can pause the video while searching for the answers. Now let's check the answers together. 1. We are going to climb the Eiffel Tower. 2. I'm not going to go away. 3. What are you going to do this summer? 4. Are you going to stay in London? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Now, complete the rules. We use BeGoingTo to talk about future plans and intentions. We make questions with be plus pronoun or noun plus going to plus verb. Now let's move on to exercise 2. Complete the sentences with the affirmative or negative form of be going to and the verbs in brackets. When you see a tick, you have to use the affirmative form. For example, I'm going to see a film at the cinema. Now when you see a cross, you have to use a negative form of be going to. For example, they aren't going to go to school tomorrow. Now let's try to answer these questions. You can pause the video while searching for the answers. Now let's check the answers. 1. You are going to visit your grandparents tomorrow. 2. They aren't going to travel by train. 3. Lily is going to buy a guidebook for Prague. 4. I'm not going to take my phone or my tablet. 5. We are going to stay in a modern hotel. 6. Pavel isn't going to study French next year. Exercise 3. Complete the email with the verbs in the box and the correct form of be going to. You can pause the video while searching for the answers. Now let's check the answers together. Hi Stephen, how are things? It's almost the summer holidays and I'm not going to go to school for 6 weeks. I'm so excited. We aren't going to go on holiday this summer because my dad is going to paint the house. My mom is going to drive me to my grandparents' house in Wales next week. I'm going to stay with them for about 10 days. When I get back, my friend and I are going to do a football course. After that, I think I'm going to relax and play video games. I'm not going to see my brother this summer because he's got a job in Spain. Lucky him. What about you? Are you going to come to England one weekend in the summer? Email me and tell me about your summer plans. Bye for now, Luke. Exercise 4. Look at the people's weekend plans. Write questions and answers. For example, is Katie going to go to Cornwall? No, she isn't. You can pause your video while searching for the answers. Now, let's look at the answers. 1. Is Katie going to stay on a campsite? No, she isn't. 2. Are Joe and Max going to visit the Colosseum? No, they aren't. 3. Is Katie going to visit the Trevi Fountain? Yes, she is. 4. What are Joe and Max going to do? They are going to go to the beach and swim. 5. How is Katie going to travel? She is going to travel by plane. For your task today, please click the link I gave you in your WhatsApp. That's all for today's lesson. I hope you have learned a lot. Thank you for watching and bye-bye.